Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and today I wanted to do an unboxing and overview of this compressed air, also known as vacuum cleaner. It depends, I guess, which side of the box you look at when I call it an air duster. But here you can see some different things about it. And at this point, there are a lot more of these popping up, but I think for a few reasons, they're better than the canned air. I still like to keep one of these on hand. There are some better purposes that these still are good for, but mostly, I think these are getting almost close to $10, at least the ones at Walmart. To where before they might have been like $4 or something, and you could get a pack of them, four for 10 or something now. And it's even if you can find them in store. So even though you do pay a little bit more up front for these, I think it's at least worth having one on hand. So again, it's kind of funny how they keep referring to it as a vacuum cleaner, to where most of these are just considered an air duster, but just the nature of how they work, they can also work as a vacuum cleaner. To where this one, I guess, is advertised more as a vacuum cleaner, but I don't know, I guess it could work for either. So I like that it is on a pivot, so just off the bat, that's kind of neat and different than most of these. So they actually give you a good bit of stuff here. I've tried another one of these. I didn't get this many different attachments. So, and one thing which I'll say I noticed with other battery-powered air dusters is this little port for actually the blowing function wasn't narrow enough, and they made this one a little bit more narrow than other ones. So obviously, the smaller this outlet is, the more precise the airflow is, and also the stronger it'll be. Now, obviously, it's still not near what this little straw would be, but this is a lot better than some of them that are way wider. And it's funny how I say that, and then I look, and then that's actually what this was. So they do give you an even smaller precision tip. And that was something I said with the other one I tried. Someone needed to make one of these. Well, as far as I know, whatever company that made that one never offered that. But it's great that this one, they did do that. So I'll have to look at the instructions, see exactly how this one attachment goes on. But it's good just to know that they do that. And another little neat thing there is a lot of these use this style of cone filter. It's actually pretty nice. It's a pleated, but it's almost a little waxy. So I mean, you can tell you could rinse these. I wouldn't use this to do anything wet. That would probably ruin it. But you could actually rinse this filter off though, and these type usually will hold up to that, and they won't get messed up if you use water to clean them. So the fact they give you a replacement one though, and then you do get a little Type-C charger. Now you'll have to plug it into either your own adapter or a computer, or Xbox or something. So you can really tell though with the whole shape of how this one's designed, they kind of did make this to be a vacuum cleaner first. To where the other one, a lot of them, they're this size and they put the vacuum portion on top. So then you kind of have to use them in a weird way. This one, you can just use it, it almost looks like a hair dryer or something. You can hold it kind of more traditional gun type, angle, and do it this way. I guess you could add that on. There we go. So now that's all together. Use that kind of just like a regular wand on a vacuum cleaner. But then you also have the blower portion here, and they give you an LED light too. If you were in a tight space or something, kind of neat to have that. I haven't seen that in a lot of other ones either. there's some specs here. So here it's saying it's a, I thought it said 6,000 milliamps, so I'm thinking maybe that means there's three 2,000 milliamp hour cells, since there's also a 3 at the end. So it does do like basic quick charge, 5 volts, 2 amps, but nothing like insane. These are big heavy batteries, so they do usually take a while to charge, but this isn't something that you should be using like, oh, I need it right now. This is something you can kind of just charge overnight and then use it and probably get like months out of it until you need to charge it again, and then just charge it overnight. So after playing around with it a little bit and reading the instructions, I kind of get the gist of how this one works. One thing that's different is some of these, you turn them on and off. Like this one has, this is the suction, which will work for the vacuum, takes the air in, sends it out this way. So this will be the vacuum, this will be the duster. Now, some of them, they have like a little thing where maybe it just changes some flow or some, channel, to where it's supposed to, like, if you have it on the blow port, the suction's not as strong, and vice versa. This one doesn't have any of that. It just seems like it's constantly pulling as much as it can through here based on your speed control, and then thus pushing out that same amount this way. Now, I did notice, if you want, because again there's no switch, so it's just either one, you put the attachment on that you want. If you want to use the vacuum portion, you'll get the best suction with nothing in here. So this is how you'd want to use it. But then if you want to use the blower, take this off and a little bit more air comes out this way. So you're kind of the one that controls. What I mean is, say you have both of these connected, the suction won't be as strong and it won't be as much here. So just pick one at a time for the best airflow. Now this head actually does turn as well, but I wouldn't turn it too far, just because I don't know if there's, there's probably wires or something. If you turn it too many times, you might tear it and ruin it. So though you can move it, a little bit, and maybe like this much, 90 degrees, I would just kind of keep it the way it is. And this, it's actually, in the instructions, they call it an inflator. So they're saying you could use this to inflate things, and you probably could. But again, I just think it's, for a precision tip, this might be better for some things compared to this. So this is how this would work. Or, again, if you want the one to, like, maybe this would be better for a keyboard. So you do have, it's 3 separate pieces. Kind of nice if it was just one, and you could just change the head out. Be a little less clutter, but that's not a big deal at all. So I will show the operation. So this one, you don't press it, it won't come on. I guess that turns the LED on. So a double press turns the LED on. I don't know why it has that strobe on there, but if you hold it for 3 seconds, that turns this on. And then it has a stepless speed adjustment, which is really nice. So that'll give you max, this will give you minimum, and then you can kind of put it in between. Now, for most situations, I'd probably just have it turned the whole way up, because if you're paying for something that's a more powerful one like this, I'd probably want to use that most of the time. And I think the last thing I could mention is, if you are using this to vacuum something, since it's still blowing out a lot of pressure this way, just bear that in mind. If you have like little knickknacks or something, it might blow them off the table or something. And it's probably the same if you're using this blower. You might not want to put it right up against something that's really dusty, because it might just suck that air in. In that case, you could put this on for the filter, but again, you'll have less blower. So I'll go ahead and turn this on. You might not be able to hear me over it, but I'll start it off kind of toward low. And this, I haven't charged this yet, so I might not be getting the best performance if I would have fully charged it first. And unfortunately, there's no battery level indicator. There's a charge light that'll be red when it's charging, green when it's completed, and I would assume it'll probably blink when the battery's dying or getting very low, but no nice full charge gauge to know where you're at while using it. Okay. So I guess I should do the main thing, which I should have did, is show how it works. And what I'm going to do here, because who doesn't have an old VHS tape on a Eureka laying around, that you can see there's a good bit of dust on here. So I want to see how this does. You can see that compressed, that nice little tip really gets the best precision out of it. See what this does on high. Took the heavier stuff off, but I think if you can see, these are still better for, very up close in that situation. But, you want to do something with that much precision, you'll be going through these like crazy. So there are pros and cons to it. One advantage, though, which will make it very easy, is you can just use this to break up the dust, and then it completely changes how it works. Now, this might not work in all situations if you can't reach down in there, or if you're working with like maybe a delicate, board or something, computer parts, and you don't want to be touching things, you just want to use the air. And then the last advantage, though, would be just using it for the vacuum. And that works really good too. So that's the best advantage, is you can also use it as a vacuum, which you obviously can't do with compressed air. But I think I'll leave that there. Again, it's not like the biggest investment in your life where it needs to be perfect at everything. That's why I keep one of these on hand, because there are certain jobs where they're better. But for example, like if I'm washing an engine bay and I don't have like a compressed air hose to blow off the engine, to use this, this is actually a little too precise, and it just takes forever, and you go through cans. Something like a nice blower on this, you can make sure there's no water around any of the fuse boxes or the alternator, and it's good to get down in like where the spark plugs are at to make sure no water sits or potentially creeps down in there. They're good for stuff like that, a big wide area to blow a lot of air on it, to where this, sometimes like kind of like the little grooves in this, that was still a little better. But then you factor in that you can use the brushes or the vacuum portion. And it comes down to price, especially when you can get these on sale. A lot of times they have promotions or coupons or something. I would at least check them out, but it doesn't hurt to have one on hand, whether you just want to use it as a little keyboard or desk vacuum, or for the blower, and have that other option, the versatility. It's definitely worth checking out. And I'll go ahead and put the link to this product in the description. So thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Have a good one.